Yeah. We can hear you.
Yeah, that didn't say that Namjun I should change what I can just Kulon some jet of Sanjo Kumatoba chicken, teach and charges of Labjan and Yamsulangi, and Lawa Shinko to Shumano or Cotter, and Lambi Shun something. What's that?
Yes, so as we said, to develop check our motivation, to do whatever we possibly can to attain that peerless state of enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. And in that context, knowing that we have to perfect all the trainings on the Bodhisattva path, we must find a way of understanding what they are and do that on the basis of a non-mistaken presentation. And so we are here this morning with that motivation to listen to teaching, a talk on the graduated path to enlightenment teachings.
That was because the Teba Chambio Kato the lair, that never same can and because that never same get choker so to the knees, that can judge that Janju the same game and the paying to get tonne, that they might give a tum into something, and it same game, and it because of the dark and judge and it same game and it choke that choker one land and what I can judge same so that you will, what is it?
And so in the context of this, the Magic Mahayana vehicle teachings and the requirement there, the kind of essential requirement really, to develop the mind of enlightenment, we have arrived at the outline which details how we can do that via ritual. And so here is saying, looking at our having examined the benefits of bodhicitta, the mind of enlightenment, and what it entails, we reach a point where we go, okay, there's absolutely no choice for me but to generate this mind of enlightenment. It is absolutely essential. And so this is why then we look towards being able to generate that on our mind stream via ritual.
Ganja what understand. Takanja de Jevala Takanja Tanda Lamrim di Jordan and Shin and social set up, and the Casora Takanja Caso de Tabatuba Ombo, Tabula Tujichamo, the Tabatuba Ombo set up, and the Caso de and the Caso de Tachi Danjola and Yamlechila Tubelama, Tawato Chana, Machila Tubelo, Yad Yola, and Samotaju Jaji, and the Tenekadam Shumaba, Mengaba, and the Caso de Lavrin Bacha, and the Tenekata, Jangula Matonga Cuba, and doing the Ranga Dijavel Chodomura, and the Caso de Judici, and the Casanga Sanja Ton, Yera, and Casanja, Twitch, and the power country. Social Mazan to never set up what did you combat, what did you
And so this begins, as we normally do, setting up the mandala in the space in front of us. And at the very center is the central figure of our own teacher, Guru Munindra Vajradhara, the greatly compassionate Buddha. And behind him, towards the back, are the lineage of the consecrated practices. And this is headed by Vajradhara at the top. And then on the left and right, we have the teachings or the groupings of the lineage of the extensive practices headed by Maitreya, and of the profound view headed by Manjushri. And below them on both sides, then we have the three different schools of the Kadampa lineages, and below them again the lineage of the Geluk with the Lama Tsongkhapa at the center. And then in front of the central figure, we have the grouping of our own gurus, those who we have received teachings from, and in the middle of those is our root guru. And then close by, the different sets of the tantric lineages, and then the looking into all the Buddhas, such as the 1,000 Buddhas of this fortunate eon, then the great Bodhisattvas, the Arhats, the Shravakas, the solitary realizer Buddhas, and then the Bodhisattvas come after the Buddhas, and then the Shravakas, the Pratika Buddhas, then the Arhats, and then the heroes and the Dakinis, and then the Dharma protectors, so that we set up this mandala to imagine that we have all the figures of the merit field there included without any missing.
And
then surrounding us are all kind mother sentient beings.
And 아니 dunga 세다베 아니 겨와 세다 제바다 초기신 겨와 세다 제바 남게 아니 고송 투 틸레기 아니 연된디게도 삼로다 뉴바디게도 삼로다네 아니 딱간제지 가서도 겨와를 미베 대바 왔다 된대지 고마시 왔다네.
And then these sentient beings are suffering all the myriad of sufferings related to the 6 realms of existence, and so we develop unbearable sense of compassion for them. They, like us too, are recalling all of the great qualities of the great bodhisattvas, the Buddhas, and so on in the space in front of us, the qualities of the body, speech, mind, and enlightened activities, and in being cognizant of them, develop this sense of really passionate faith in their abilities. And so this twin kind of a mind of compassion related to the suffering and faith on the other for the qualities of enlightened beings are very prominent in the mind.
어디래자 아니 되네다 남주 조단에 이제 소신 야드네 아니 미게 조조 수마데 찍라 찍된 거 야야 팀네 아니 이게 다 전전 거도 진짜 사회 라말이야 파티 아니 예연게 가서 장골 남아 종갑에 주바되게 야 찍라 찍된 거 때네 아니 이게 가서 됐다 가서 돼 이게 가서 가담을 남았네 야 팀네 사모단지데 자지지제 대잠 자야니라 파티 아니 미게 냠내 지나줘 라마데 찍라 찍된 거 있잖아 저 도지장을 패든 라망가들 믹잖아 원나 도스코 어디래자.
And then, as usual, then we begin the dissolution of that same mandala with all of the different groupings dissolving into the ones above, so that we have the Dharma protectors dissolving into the Dakas and Dakinis, and they in turn dissolving right up until we stop at the point of our own root guru, and the root guru remains there. And then all of the groupings on the left and the right, including the Geluk and the Kadampa lineages, they dissolve into the ones above, and we are left with the 2 remaining figures of Maitreya and Manjushri. And then at the back, all of the grouping of the consecrated practices lineage dissolve into the figure of Vajradhara, so that we are now left with the 5 main figures of the merit field, and we pause to focus on that for a little while.
아니 되네다 이게 가서데 자도지 창데 아니 그다 라마토한도 장 파팀 아니 되네 잠 자야니데 라마토한도 장 파팀 아니 되 랑 진짜 자외 라마데 라마토 장 닌가 가돌다 투가 가돌 내 소다체 어디로 고마시.
Then the figure of Vajradhara comes down and dissolves into through the crown of the central figure of Guru Muninja Vajradhara. And then the figures on the left and right, Maitreya and Manjushri, come in together and dissolve into the central figure of Guru Muninja Vajradhara. And finally, our own root guru arises to the heart center of Guru Muninja Vajradhara and dissolves there.
아니 되네 다데티 거서다 지금 가서다 소 단다들 아니 가담기 가서 단다데 아니 가서다 단다데 소 푸소도 데베데 아니 되네다 가서데 랑이 조와 빼마데 니마다 아니 다웨텐도 아니 가서다 다 아니 빠데자 라마 다기 조와 빼 가라 고수도 무르사도 손데잖아 엔 답을 거스페 니베고 수메고 텐도시나 산자 고마마도 보데 제소소 어디는 공부시.
And then we can make our supplication prayers to the last remaining figure of Guru Muninja Vajradhara, such as the stake-like supplication. And then we invite the replica of Guru Muninja Vajradhara to the seat that we prepare on our crown. O glorious and precious root Guru, come take your lotus and moon seed placed here on my crown, and keep me safe in your kindness. Bestow on me the attainments of your body, speech, and mind. And following the first recitation of that prayer, the figure begins the journey towards us. At the end of the second recitation, arrives at the seat on our crown. And following the third recitation, we have the certainty that the Guru will remain there with us until we attain enlightenment.
다 야고시우 중소 다 산제요 고마 마도 봐도 아니 라마토한도 창게 제소소 선을 가고.
This is something to really inspire us to be rejoicing in, that we have now a confidant, somebody who will really take care of us until we attain the state of enlightenment. This is something really good.
What is called? What is the check? And then a yala to mandate that you what is the check?
And then we make the offering of the 7 limbs prayer practices as well as the mandala.
Niba that again the net out the commission and attack and the Nibata send your sugar to the nature and Toma Matoba and Toma Matoba Tobacan Chico. That top Sabayina, Toba Land Sabayina, and Nyambe Nyanga Yorba, Nyambe Nyanga is any kind of Sungures. So to lost nature.
And so this outline of how to generate the mind of enlightenment via ritual has 2 separate outlines. First is by taking the vows that we have not yet taken, and secondly, really protecting the vows once we have taken them from degeneration, because that is very likely too.
What did it? That Matoba Toba Chebatilla, Takanja. That the name was a Semje de la, member Semje singers that Juba Semje singers. Member Semje, so that's Semje Tamje to Sanje Kuma Duki, somewhere Takaja Lokema Chedra, Duki, some such. That Juba Semje, and Semje, that Jubala Lagins. That Jubala Lamala Kebagutona, that's chick because member Semje, chick Juba Semje, but that Kebani on the door, what in the chat.
And so when it comes to the mind of enlightenment, it can be divided into 2 different types or categories. Both one is referred to as the aspirational bodhicitta or aspirational mind of enlightenment. And this is simply the, like it says, the aspiration. I really, really would like to, I want to attain the state of enlightenment in order to be of benefit to all sentient beings. Whereas the engaging mind of enlightenment is saying, yes, I will attain the state of enlightenment, but I will engage in all of the behaviors and activities necessary to pull that off, to make that so.
What is it? That is a Lamrim Chimen, Lamrim, that Nalola Takaja. Because the Simjeta, member Simjele, and Juba Simjele, and that Choka Logat and the Leg that Totan yes. Zayang, she was let up and Lovin she was leg it up and looked at and Chijado Osa Cheva Chija Cheva, Lovin she was like Lula and Chijado Cheva, or that is soon tell you, because the combatant and whatever, and the Juba the Davis, a duck and top the wooden. What a tap devotion, what a tap devotion, what a Juba Deve, they took that, did a too much and what that is what it is.
And so they're here pointed out 2 different traditions for taking the ritual to generate the mind of enlightenment. And the first of these comes from the graduated path teachings, where one can use ritual to take the vows of the mind of enlightenment in stages through first the aspirational bodhicitta, and then following that the engaging bodhicitta mindset. However, it says that according to the tradition related to associated with Master Shantideva, the mind of enlightenment both can be taken together or simultaneously in the single ritual. And that this is an easier way of doing it.
Tap devotion, tap devotion. In a tap, Yamson that Chibajarva, Yamson Lamba, Tela, Takotic, because of Chokata, the Juba Deva Ketamento, Yamson Idol, Membasam Jet, Jubasam Nicalians, Yamlechi, that Chibarwa, what it is.
And so this refers to the taking of the ritual, of course, in terms of practice. They are both the same, exactly the same, because one must go through the process of both aspirational and engaging bodhicitta or mind of enlightenment in the context of practice.
지금 가서다 장주게 생겨봐게 아니 무시 미관남 아니다 귤라 쟁해장 랑게 가서다 귤라 쟁해서다 랑게 삼로데 답에 군에다 미보르스네 구조태에서로 쓰네 어디다 다가 식삼게 배주당 많이 맞아 셈 딩네 안따지 가서다 몇 쪼와다 가와다 되는 용에게 아니 지금 돈다 대봐 야고 용에게 근데 못쳐봐 용에서도 다 간자 신이 된순에 저는 다 간자 저 자주 생겨 봐게 해서 무시 미관 남 귀다 쟁여봐 짱부레스
And so then the means for doing this is to begin with the preliminary practices, the stages of those in general, and in particular the actual assimilation of the subject matter of the graduated path teachings from how to relate to a spiritual teacher up to the development of the mind of enlightenment itself. And this is the main section of the practice, and that we engage in these practices until we can really sustain these practices through being definitely mixed with our mind stream. In other words, that we have to get beyond the point of just paying lip service or taking a casual approach, and to actually be able to really embody what we have practiced by the joy that we find in engaging in it, by the meaningfulness that we get out of practicing it.
pana dodyure shubaina da dodyure shubaina ane goshini tenjene je mata kaje ganje je tabada 탐제 캠페 사보다 만노바 ane 좀 차상와 만노바 다 삐다 보제 ane 랑귤라 깨발라 랑게 림바 랑귤라 ane 가서 마시바 셰바 ane 귤라 깨다 깨네 ane 저 타산제 고마 토발라 ane 람만노와 땡게 신이디 개첨보 차고요 봐서 람만노와 땡게 신이 ane 친이 거르시바 아니 된대게 아니 신이 찾답지 아니 니네 아니 최신도 돼야 어디다 개체 뭐 예지 어디다 신이 된줄 아니 되네 아니 저기 된조니까 다랑게 어디 손다
And so this, it includes then all of the subject matter in the graduated path teachings leading to the state of liberation and the omniscient state of enlightenment. To be able to cover that completely in a gradual way, knowing that it's a non-mistaken presentation, that we begin by developing or understanding how it is that we relate to a spiritual teacher, that is looking into all the different characteristics that a spiritual teacher should have, the different qualities, what to look out for, etc. But then having really dedicated oneself to that relationship, how best do we engage in that relationship from our side, and then following on that, really gaining appreciation of our precious human rebirth by understanding the different endowments and the leisures that we have.
아니 된조의 무엇을 맞아? 된조의 약보적 무엇이나 아니 된조 톨라도나 판그레. 아니 된조 닝불레 그래서 아니 된조의 아니 된체와 아니 된체보다 레라고 니고나 되네 말 니가와 아니 니바데 아니 가서도 규름고 되고 말이 아니 직라와 아니 된체 니가 직라와 돼서 싹
And so in the context of our precious human rebirth, contemplating on the great advantages, the endowments that we have, the great leisures, the freedoms that we have to engage in spiritual life, and to understand on the one hand that it would be a tremendous disaster for us to waste or to lose these leisures and endowments. On the second hand, the other hand, or secondly, that to be able to take the essence of these leisures and endowments of our precious human rebirth is so meaningful, the most meaningful way in which we can live this life. And thirdly, that we must be wary because it is very easy to lose it. It's easily destroyed.
What is that? And that is the English lemado bachane and mewaji chasuna 매바지 차소나 아니 레냐바네 타여바 사야 아니 패체 녀송을 게임도 탑매되게 자니 뭐 레마도 봐이나 탑매되게 아니 녀송을 게봐이나 아니 저가서다 다 냐와게 차장 그 동에 이달라 제공 거 등에 아니 둔둘라 아니 다 지게 사와서버라 아니 다 아니 지 가서데 다 간제 지게练习 데모 벌어서 동네 타여바 되게다 삼었다는 동네 타여바 되게라 삼었다네 아니 문에다네 지금 다 쏟아 매겐지 아니 데네자 아니 데네게 레냐 바사와 타다들라다 잡초도 줘봐대 아니 군조스만 잡좀 못시네 아니 가서다 잡주지 아니 나사베 디바데 다자제 디본제 아니 개와사도 두베 아니 데네지 줘봐이나 다 가려 것은 아니 다 년소라 타와 jungur wa ta nyansola tawa yimba yina ya dendu luden ne ba yina ya or khoa bar ya khoe tunge ane khoa chida ga tunge to samlotane ane ka ta tane khoa le tatab ke ane lam ane labasum la nyamsola mana tamandus odene kuma she odene cha
so this is the graduated path teachings when we look into the precious human rebirth and understand that if we fail to take the essence of this great opportunity, then and we pass away. It's not simply that we go out of existence, that we must follow our karma. And if we have accumulated many negative karmas, there's no doubt that we will head into the lower realms where there's very little we can do to improve our situation. And so thereafter, in the graduated path teachings, we get the presentation of the kind of sufferings that are related in the different lower realms, such as the unbearable heat of the hot hells, the unbearable cold of the cold hells, and the different miseries related to the hungry spirit realms, the terrible sufferings in the animal realms of benighted ignorance of their eating each other, etc., etc. And so we begin again a point of which we find that quite terrifying, the prospect unbearable, and so we look to a way in which we can be protected from those possibilities, and so therefore we look to take refuge in the triple gem, and that here, by recognizing and having trust that the triple gem and our reliance on them can protect us from that suffering, we take refuge, and thereafter we enter into the spiritual practices of purifying our negativities on the one hand, and accumulating virtues on the other, and to understand that finally, with our mind then expanding and developing and becoming more refined, we find that just to escape from the lower realms and to take a higher rebirth as a human being isn't really enough, because one is still very much mired in cyclic existence, in the round of suffering. And so thereby our kind of motivation changes, expands to attain freedom from from cyclic existence entirely, and that again we engage in practices such as the 3 higher trainings, etc., in order to achieve this.
dale anda da je khoane mata ne khoe tsawa kareso o daji marik bari shas ne daji marik ba rinda di nyamba dame tobe sherap de en je mune de niba cheje yoela tenga je mena taw yomare ene laba tenga je laba nyamso da tenga je de pi da go yoala chujem mena shide chujem mena yoe khora yomare ene chujem chen en lam laba sum nyamso la go e chwa de chudo.
And so these are the higher trainings of ethical conduct, meditative concentration, and wisdom. And we begin with the wisdom, because wisdom tells us on the one hand that the very root of cyclic existence, that which must be uprooted for us to be able to attain liberation, is this grasping at a self-entity. And to develop the antidote to that, the wisdom of selflessness, to be able to uproot that entirely. Now, in order to be able to gain the strength of mind to penetrate into that wisdom, we need the meditative concentration, the other higher training, in order to steady the mind, to be able to really stick to the point and to gain that realization. And that steadiness of mind in turn is built upon the higher training in ethical conduct, to be able to really control our behavior, control our mind, and in this way, the 3 higher trainings are entered into in that way.
다 간제 저 다데 근데 땡에 시럽 매바 탑요 말에 시럽 된데 다음에 또 시럽 매발라 탑에 다음에 또 시럽 뒤에 아니 배 지금 가서데 아니 저 녀모라 가서 가서데 가서데 다 숙천부거는 녀모 판발 제발 녀모 판발 소투알라 아니 땡에진 고고도 다 땡에진 된데 저 비다고 용알라 아니 가서도 수점에는 다 수점대 아니 연대 탐색의 시대 찾아오래 시대를 왔다 어디를 다 근데 이마 인사 왔다 람라바 숨서다 하벨 람라바 숨 냠슬라 다 람라바 숨 냠슬라 와일라 때네 가르쳐 그랬으나 왔다 타바스네 탑도 그래 다 코알레 때도 타와지 용도 그래 용도 열대 이나양 대상게 가서 현대 탈치바 제투고 요말 랑게 되어야 탈치 요말이 아니 근데 이마 인자 다 간제 랑 주고 저 타바이나 한사여 마 랑을 진짜 마긴 심제 탐제 아니 저다 동엔 나시바 차다 다 대다 탐제 그 타치바 저 두발라 다랑 다가 저 산제 고마 마도바이나 타메바 인바 인자 아니 저 가서 다 간제 저 마시 진짜 진소 아니 다자 닝제 오다 대소 검네 아니 학생 남다께 아니 심제 탐자 되는 예 주변이 있다 주가 저도 심제 탐자에서 심제 찍게 돼야 주투고 매바에서 다들 주변 누가 술라도잖아 아니 저배 산제라도 랑게 되나 세대베 아니 라마스 통한도지 상도 다 라마 통한도지 상고마 마도나 탐에도 라마 통한도지 상고마 주버지기 쓴다 거자 자주가 셈 숭답제 들어 어디서
And so the 3 higher trainings are the essence of the path followed in order to attain the goal of liberation from cyclic existence. Again, through recognizing that the wisdom which cuts through the very root of cyclic existence is the absolute essential component to be able to achieve that goal, and that there is absolutely no hope for us for liberation until we realize selflessness or emptiness directly, and to see how all the other mental afflictions are leading out from that basic misunderstanding from the very beginning. And then to understand that to be able to gain such a realization, I absolutely have to rely on a very refined and very stable sense of meditative concentration, and that this in turn is built upon a fine, clean, clear ethical conduct, where our whole being, our whole existence is based on leading a life based on that. That is, as it has been described, that ethical conduct is the foundation of good qualities. And so here the goal will be to attain liberation through the engaging in these 3 higher trainings. But of course, our motivation is expanding all the time as we become more refined in our spiritual path, and that we realize that to attain liberation for myself alone isn't so remarkable, because now I realize to what extent I am interconnected with all other living beings, and I cannot simply ignore or turn my back on the torment of suffering that all other mother sentient beings are experiencing, and that therefore I must find a way of doing something to help them, and that turns out to be the attainment of Buddhahood, the attainment of that state of enlightenment, and that this in turn relies on being able to develop that mind of enlightenment that really takes into account and understands thoroughly the necessity of enlightenment in order to really be of benefit to all those suffering and mother sentient beings. And so our goal is to develop that mind of enlightenment, to attain that, and we engage in the different in sets of instructions in order to develop that mind, such as the 7 cause and effect instruction of seeing all sentient beings as one's mother, remembering the kindness, wishing to repay that kindness, developing a sense of loving kindness towards all sentient beings, leading to great compassion, leading to that special intention where we really resolve to take personal responsibility. And then that leads to that mind of enlightenment, the result of those causes. But of course, we realize that it's fine to have such an aspiration, as it were, but not only can I not lead all sentient beings to enlightenment now, I can't even do that for one sentient being. So the goal has to be kind of imagined to be able to attain that state of Guru Maninja Vajradhara in order to be a benefit to all sentient beings. And we have to understand the kind of path that's necessary to engage in order to fulfill that aspiration.
심지 탐제가 된 타침바 제발라 아니 감다 메바 삼바 발라 녀와 치타 와신도 켄고 여와서 다 산제 고마 마도나 탑메 되겠지. 야 산제 고마 마도 산제 고마 토와이나 송진이도 송니자 도마니도 소소고서 소 다가제 저 산제 고마 톱 사서나 아니 가서라 다가제 저 두자랑랑게 아니 최근에 때와 있네 디 뇌도 롱소나 두자랑랑 깨라 고두고 요래. 두자랑랑 깨라. 아니 지 가시 베나 그래서 미탁바스 라바이나 심제질 미탁바스 때문에 심제 셔마지 다음에 봐그 두자지마이나 다음에 봐 뇌로 두자 다음에 봐 고도에 아니 소소소 감도 좀 고도 그러니까 산제가 송이 캐주래 어떻게 네가 봐도 매봐 요되겠지 아니 다 가리 제바이나야 심제가 돌아 맞죠 봐 지야매 되게 차되기도 와 지야매 거다 어디래
And so Buddhahood is the necessary state, because from that point of view, from that viewpoint, an enlightened mind understands the kind of help that is necessary because of understanding the individual dispositions, personalities, and the karmic context of all sentient beings, as well as being able to act at precisely the opportune moment. And that also through the Buddha's speech having the different qualities, such as that it is fulfilling the purpose of all who hear it, and depending on their needs, so that the Buddha might be speaking on impermanence in the one context, and some people will hear it as a teaching on impermanence, others will hear it on selflessness. And that because that is the teaching that they need at the time. And so these are the kind of qualities that pertain to the enlightened point of view, the enlightened mind. And that's why it's necessary for us to attain that state of enlightenment to really be a benefit to all sentient beings.
다간 이제 심지라 펜바투도 심주 차야라고 제요 말이야. 개반에 개배받아 펜바투반에다 심주 차야라고 제요 말이야. 그렇죠? And
in the purpose of benefiting sentient beings, there is no discouragement that arises in that mind. And that mind has the courage of conviction to continue working for sentient beings from eon to eon to eon without any discouragement.
다 되네 이제 어다 산제 고만 모두 탑모도 소다 다 산제 고만 두바 지긴 된데게 아니 저거 다 간제 두바 지긴 아니 디체도 다 간제 셈케네 아니 다 줘발라 랍체데 어디체도 아니 도바송에 송고도 다 된데 도바 켈레마 이나 아니 녀나 도나 사나 토나 거두이네 다 간제 지 가서데 다 간제 가서데 다 간제 장주세베 제발라 도테치 다 간제 저도 다 간제 왔다 심지가 돈 줍도서 말해서 드레스 마게 봐이나 아니 계획 지금은 와 심지가 돈 줍이 있어 아니 지금 심지 셔바질 추보바 간테 봐이나 아니 계획을 줘발라 산제 줄로 도대치 요한도 다 펜바 빠도 매봐 요한 되겠지 와 가자나 这个sem jala pemba dubiye ge an zai de shuk chejo mare kulong de shuk chejo kulong de sem je tamje ge dondo an jeong de sanje goma tobe jeong de an sem je taye ba ge dondo jeong ga sem je taye be dondo an de an ga sa ja che bo ji chedo jeong de an de penyu de lap che bo shu sa ti 아니 제보 산제 고마마도부터 세다 매워 용대지 니버치 보시고 제다 가도 충조점에도 매워 이나 꿀롱 온게 똑쳐 보시고 용대지
So that then in that context to fulfill the goal of attainment of the state of enlightenment, we develop the mind of enlightenment itself. That's a central stepping stone to attainment of that goal. And so here we can generate the mind of enlightenment in terms of taking of vows, and that this then will when we have those vows on our mind stream, then all of the activities we engage in can become bodhicitta motivated actions, and therefore can lay down the causes to attain that state of enlightenment that we want. And this can happen with the simple act of offering a cup of tea to another person, and that here it's important to stress that it's not in terms of the material that's important, the substance is not important, that here what's key is the motivation with which we engage in the action. And this is everything, because the goal is so vast for us, and that the idea of benefiting all sentient beings is so vast for us, that therefore any act done with the mind of enlightenment motivation is going to have a vast positive result and will accumulate a vast merit. And so that's something that we should try to concentrate on.
다분게라 뭐지 개치주의 어느 코에 내다 야고 신고도 어느 코안에 타에게 타바스는 두개 문도 디 야고 신고도 근데 타바지 타바 된데 여바이나 아니 두당 근데서 디 야고 신고도 아니 타바삼 토바 이마이나야 아니 지 가서데 다가 저 라신이가 되는 타지바지 줍두고 뭐디 가르치기도 디디 자주 그다 심제 탐제를 매베게 아니 그래서 심제 탐제도 산제 고마 톱도게 다 자주 그 셈매다联想 자주 그 셈 여바이나 아니 저기 다 산제 줄을 줘도 차대고 자주 셈매바 예보다 있어 아니 저 땡에즈다 셰랍다 아니 저 가서데 수dim도 비다고 야부 여바 이나야 자주 그 셈매바 있어 산제 줄을 주고면도 다 산제 줄을 주고 자주 그 셈 깨고 되게발라 다가 저 닝제 깨고도 닝제 깨발라 다 셈제 그 동에게 나서 셰고도 아니 대 동에 된도 그 닝제 다 대화 된도 그 잡아 깨고도 아니 된데 깨네 아니 깨네 깨와이나 아니 먼저 디게 두빈서 하섬 깨기도 근데 하섬 제제 깨와이나 아니 자주 그섬 깨외게는 다 지금 배준 제투고도 삼사다 디가 가 시고도 또다
And so at this point it's very important to understand the kind of way in which the entire path, the graduated path, is interconnected, that really leads to this point at which we have such a vast motivation, such a vast aspiration, and to attain that state of enlightenment to benefit all sentient beings. But it's so important to understand that this is all built on what we have studied, what we have assimilated, integrated before, such as really getting to understand the true nature of cyclic existence, that it is in the nature of suffering itself, and understanding the motivation to become liberated from cyclic existence, and how that comes about, the kind of renunciation factor that's so central to that. And then going back into our practice to understand that, that mere liberation for myself isn't really the end of the path. It really isn't enough. That I have to take in the purpose of both myself and others, and that really starts to focus on all sentient beings, and that ask the question, that what is the attitude of mind that I must generate that will be of most benefit to all sentient beings. And that then brings us to the mind of enlightenment itself. Notwithstanding that we know that it is built on the 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 higher trainings beforehand of that wisdom, meditative concentration, and ethical conduct. These are absolutely essential components of it, and that in turn develops the sense of compassion necessary for the mind of enlightenment, understanding the suffering of all sentient beings, and really understanding that that is unacceptable, unbearable from our point of view, that we must do something about it. And this is the special intention cause of the seven cause and effect, that we have to take responsibility ourselves. And that means we develop that mind of enlightenment, make the effort to generate that mind of enlightenment, and then with that mind of enlightenment, make the essential effort to attain enlightenment.
다 간제 심제 탐제가 돈도 산제 고만 주에 탑시지 여바이나 다디 여바이나 안디 여바데 다 간제 제주고도 다 매나네 제여 말이야 여바이나도 제주네 다 줍다지 제고데 제마도 바이나는 다 가서 다 남주 마당에서 차기도 와 남주 마당에서 차기도 와 어떤데.
And so that's the big question, isn't it? That we ask the question, is there a means by which we can really attain enlightenment in order to really benefit all sentient beings? And that if there is, then we are obliged to really seek out the means by which we can establish that, to accomplish that. If there wasn't, then there's not much we can do, is there? But here we have to make sure that we're not living in denial, and that we are not misusing our intelligence, but to understand that if there is a means by which we can help, then we should seek to establish that means.
다들 내가 다 되긴데 신이 된전에 장주가 생기 버게는 딱 무시 미관의 규례 등에서 다 간제제 장네 왔다 간제 다 지금 와드에서 삼로다 변의 연대 시주마 소로 된대 진에 봐 삼로다네 규례 등에 장배 와도 다 지볼라말라다 되긴데 그것을 라모토한 도장 검대어 봐 세트업돼 봐 지볼라말라 검시배 안에서 다 심제 탐제게 돈도 다 뉴와 아니 가서다 뉴와 양다고 저 산제에 고마를 뭐체 다 가자 마탐나 타면도 토바 지긴 있어 토바자 다 뒤체도 다 뒤되네 손데 다 단단해 손데 다 뒤되네 손데 아니 제시 장조 님고래 치제보다 다 산제 고마 마토게 봐도 아니 계획세지 돈바손에서 다 자주 sembe 돈바손에 계획세기 돈바손에 아니 저발 라보체 남라 랍제 계획세기 돈바손기 돈바손에 아니 저바들라 취지도 랍긴 있다 저바데 제조 파진 조트래 제조 파진 조다 도행고 보시스게 질 랍제 아니 sem제 탐제가 되는도 산제 고마 토바 자오 냐베 sem데 딱 sem데 야 sem데 오다 손에 sem데 오다 sem데 손 아니 sem데 오다 개바체 sem데 개바체는 데데 sem 개바데 산제게 마동거 봐도는 송아치기 스냠도는 담잖아 삼년 아니 가서다 라마토베 옹보 요사 제수 아니 되버다 라마토베 옹보 디 아니 제수 아니 라마토베 옹보 데데 송고 요사는 제되체나 제되체와 메바체나 제되체라
Also, and so yes, this the means then of taking the mind of enlightenment via ritual begins with the preliminary practices, the stages of the preliminary practices in general, and then in particular how we really assimilate the subject matter of the graduated path, from how to relate to a spiritual teacher until the development of the mind of enlightenment itself, and that is the main body. And we really should try to develop the essence of all that subject matter, such that it is completely blended with our mind, with our mindset, with our thinking, with our activities, integrated into our very lives. And so, from that point of view, then now we take we bring our mind to the Guru Maninja Vajradhara on our crown, and being aware of that, we make our pledge that I went to For the sake of all sentient beings, I need to attain the precious state of enlightenment, and that, and therefore, from this time until I take the essence of the mind of enlightenment, I will abide in the vows of the children of the conquerors, and also not just take those vows, but train in the great practices related to them, namely the 6 perfections and the 4 ways of accumulating disciples, and that I will really, for the sake of all sentient beings, I will engage in doing this. I will hold this mind, hold this thought, protect this thought until I attain enlightenment.
다 간제 와들에서 라마 투베 온부 제소 되어 메바진다 다 간제 제 와들다 라마 투베 온부 가서다 사제 장조 서바고서 와든데 오드마 손데 아니 랑게들 안 제도 제네 다 동발레자 사제 장조 서바고 달아 공부세도 서서 다 말 세로져서 다 손데 가서다 소왔다고도 와다 kuachena an chidangonje deshe chanjo tune gyabada da nga chanjo sabata deshe chidangonje deshe da deshe shabata da kita an chanjo tune gyabada chanjo sem gyabana she chanjo sebel gene an laba na she da rimshe nebatar da jata so da kasba so ya da ja Dwala Pemba, Dwasam, Pemba, Chanjo Seme, Kekishin, Chanjo Sebe Lava, Chanjo Sebe Labja, and Rimbashan the Lava Kiss, Wataka Len Sumton, that Rimbashan the Lava Kiss, Len Tamatella, and a Chanjo Sem, that gives us some Mebachete.
And so then it moves on to then these particular recitation related to the ritual, the actual taking, the point at which we take the vows. And this is something that's repeated from our guru, seen as the Lord of Sages. And so this particular prayer, or this particular statement is repeated 3 times. And at the end of the 3rd recitation, we have the conviction that we now have received the vows on our mind stream. And so it goes, O all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, I beseech you, please listen to me. Just as the Tathagatas of old developed the wish to be enlightened and then progressed through the trainings of a Bodhisattva, so I too develop bodhicitta for the sake of beings and will progressively train myself in the Bodhisattva trainings.
What Oda rimbas da rimbas the laba gis tsar sum döne da ka tsar sum da rimbas the laba gis ga ka da janju semba da ji mensen de juksen da jija de lemba oda da niga an da gesu samsa jen da gesu da geba jen da to man nama da topso samsa oda jen da ka je oda de jen an jeba sumba zoba da nyamdo janju semba domba toba meba che dene da ka so ga gom da den de za je bu yo da 단에 소다다 소소 미지다 제부 여바 중으로다 로다 대대자 제부 미세와 레바도 대대 산제에서자 산제에서 다지도 단에 다게 친데 리다토베 레자다 리다토다 잔조세베 리다토바 단 지기스 잠데 게메즈베 리다라 녀바 미자 대다 자스 어디래체 셰토아케
And so, yes, at that particular recitation, that particular paragraph that we recite, to understand that at the end of the 3rd recitation, to really have the conviction that we have received the vows, the bodhisattva, or the mind of enlightenment vows on our mind stream. That's so important. And at that point, we can really rejoice. Then there are some further recitations related to the ritual, again to inspire us and to develop that sense of conviction and joy in having taken on these vows. And this goes on to state, now my life has proved fruitful. I have gained an excellent human existence. Today I have been born into the Buddha race. I have become a child of the Buddhas. Thus, whatever actions I do from now on must be in accord with the family. Never shall I disgrace or pollute this noble and unsullied race. And we develop delight and rejoice in having reached this point.
What did I tell? 다 간제 자주가 셈 다치다 도바 켈레 말레서 자주 셈 냠는 제마제서도 소소라와리 레데네 도바지 켈렌사 제사와이나 아니 코피다 보소에도 시위 개침을 말해 안디바도야 소소 남주도 타메와 랑게 삼로단단은 신제와이나 아니 녀모모 버게온 거래 아니 간제도 셈제 다 간제 자주가 셈 겨도 랑을 룽아 예숨데 엔 셈제를 쳐와 표사와래 셈제를 쳐와 표사와는데 아니 저게 아니 지금 가서도 표차인데 아니 셈제가 되는 중에 있을래도 아니 셈제들 편바도나 아니 다 지금 가서래다 지금 가시 조신 거네 다 같이 가서 다저 편바 줍고 다 리게 차되기도 와 what this.
And so this is a key point that the vows of the mind of enlightenment and the subsequent practices and so on related to having taken the vows, it's our choice as to whether we want to take them, and that there's no obligation for us to do that. However, once we have taken the vows, then we are obliged to really protect those vows as best we possibly can, and to understand that the overall impetus of the bodhisattva lifestyle, having taken the vows, is that we have in those vows already dedicated all of our body, speech, and mind to sentient beings, to benefiting sentient beings. Deal has already been done, and so therefore, any opportunity that we have to be able to benefit those sentient beings is simply fulfilling our duty according to our vows, and that should really bring great delight, and we should enter into any action like this with great enthusiasm and delight.
다 개치주의 셈jen스 자침보 임바다 개침보 임바다 셈jen스의 이신이 노블에다 로종 망보나 송도 이신 노블을 하가스 셈jen스의 이신 노블을 하가 랑게 아니 바적 아니 저 코알 네벤데 가는다 타바다 탐제치바 주에나 관계치도 아니 유튜브서 연나 맨나데 다 셈jen 임바다 약보지 시바이나 아니 강해요 말 그래서 약보 마시면 온게 아니 랑게 치보지네 아니 강해 망보 채되기도 다 잔주고 셈데 경어도 아니 셈jen가 연대 약보시 통제 아니 개가 열봐 셈jen가 연대 약보시 통제 디 개치 못 쓰잖아 아니 될제도 아니 자주가 셈데 경어도 아니 가제 저 단다데 모두 주마도다 강에 체야다 녀몽께다 강가 가리켜서 랑진제 온게 제한도 자주가 셈 경어도 아니 랑뢰당 안신 안 제바 소원도 아니 다 간제 디 주투바지 차고 열봐 얘네야 다 가서 다디 장주가 셈게 냠는 게 객체슈들 랑젠제래 랑젠젠데 아니 개체보지 대바이나 아니 장주 셈에 또 송토에 요 말에 아니 가서 나간 자지 장주가 셈게 돼요 요 말에 어디래.
So what's very, very important here to be able to fulfill the spirit of these vows of the mind of enlightenment is to have an ever expanding and ever more refined appreciation of sentient beings. Here it's very, very important to understand how important sentient beings are, how essential sentient beings are. As in the mind training texts, it talks about sentient beings being even more precious than a wish-fulfilling jewel. And so here, it's from the point of view of the mind of the practitioner operating with the motivation of the mind of enlightenment, must really have this appreciation of sentient beings, that while we are in cyclic existence, we rely on sentient beings for whatever happiness we can achieve for any progress on our spiritual path. Even in the attainment of liberation, it cannot be done without the reliance on sentient beings. And to really have this understanding of that sentient beings are not something kind of like other or there or neutral, but absolutely precious to us. And that we understand that the greatest enemy to this attitude is our own self-cherishing attitude. And that here, this is the reason why we experience whatever suffering and obstacles on our spiritual path. It's down to our own self-obsession and self-cherishing. And so here, knowing the qualities of sentient beings is that which can really enhance our mind of enlightenment, how we generate that mind of enlightenment in the first place. And to understand that at the same time, we must be counteracting this very greatest source of obstacle to that attitude of self-cherishing mind, the mental afflictions and all the problems that arise on that basis.
토바 미냐바 소야 츠네 아니 지벨라마라 검시병간이 디달 삼데야사 다 마심제 탐제거도 뉴아뉴아 양다고서 산제 고마는 못쳤다 진내제 토바 자 토바 지긴 아니 대다 제노바 그다 대체도 다 잔주게서 셈제 페유 삼네다 잔주게 셈제 페유데 야네 양도 삼로다네 다 니련송 첼련송의 잔주게 셈 송스다 잔주게 셈게 페유 유다도 삼로당고 다 야네 야도 디 덴바데 마냐바 제치 아니 되네 다 잔주게 셈 가서 페유 가서 페유 삼네서 다 니련송 첼련송 잔주게 셈 송스 다 니련송 첼련송도 아니 잔주게 셈 송스 다 간제 지 가서데 잔주게 셈게 아니 다 간제 지 드마야와제네 드마야와제네 배는 거저 칼라 지금 배는 지금 수샤유나 다 제라사이나 디 칼라도 장모 하자바제네 냐데 줘라 헛게스래 헛게스래 칼라 잡으냐사 헛게스 칼라 잡으냐사 칼라 배는 쇼게 쇠바이나 니공보다 냐데나 그 지금 칼라 옴전 잡으전 냐데 줘라 어데 근데 자주 그 셈게 아니 드마야와제네 니바 마냐바제네 제가 아니 자주 그 셈 다 니련송 첼련송 수메데 데르와 디 삼로 말라이체도 다 가자자 우변은 가서 튠두래 아니 튠두 니련송 첼련송 튠두 스케드 반은 스스쿠르 요가 되네 시고바 가서 디 삼로데 마냐베체도 말라베체도 왔다 말라베체도 배다 추주 숨자 나 차대도 배다 추주 숨자 시작을 다가 추주 23시잖아 가자 다 가자 가에나면은 차 니려서 첼련송 먹고 안데 배 차 망부 되봐 이나야 아니 저 문도나 니바 문도나 아니 거기 팬도 먹어 그 니바도 말아야 제대로 왔다 근데 숨 라고 해야 나 어제 남겨 숨되 샤샤로 한 님고 숨 관다 숨까지 사지로 숨되 구리요가 살 숨되 아니 차두되 아니 구리요가 차서 다 근데 말고 내잖아 디 니바 마야 24 hours 7 day 니바 마야 해도 디 마냐 메쳐도 왔다 디 서버전 대도에서도 프레션 대도에서도 왔다 가자 왔는데 전에 가자 딱 가자 저 왔는데 고바시고래서 왔는데 샘송 시거자
And so the second main outline related to this topic of taking on the vows of the mind of enlightenment. So it says then once we have taken on those vows, how to protect them from degenerating. And again, we bring our mind, recalling that we have on our crown our guru deity. And within that, we again resolve to attain the state of enlightenment, the precious state of enlightenment, quickly, in order to benefit all sentient beings. And in order to do that, we reflect on the vows of the mind of enlightenment, the benefits of the mind of enlightenment 3 times during the day and 3 times during the night. And that here, again, is pointing out that this is similar, of course, to the 6-session Guru Yoga practice, which is divided, strictly speaking, into 3 sessions in the day, 3 sessions in the night, covering the 24-hour period. But it's like, again, the same. It's like when we need to find the purpose of this 3 times a day, 3 times a night, is to remind us of what the vows are, but also to keep the enthusiasm and the meaningfulness of engaging, of acting out of these vows, according to these vows, keep it fresh in our minds. This is very, very important. Again, I was saying, it's like, you cook in the morning for food, but you can keep it warm to have it later on in the day or in the evening. So it's this keeping the motivation warm in our minds, keeping it really fresh in our minds, so that our actions are kind of spring out of that motivation. And so it can't be just something that we rattle off to get over with, like the 6-session Guru Yoga, where you kind of can just recite it very, very quickly. It's over in a few minutes, and then you forget it. You just kind of basically say keeping your vows by just the barest minimum. So here, the motivation of the mind of enlightenment is that we are really have to keep it uppermost in our minds, so that we don't lose it, we don't forget it, we don't allow it to fade. We don't allow it to fade beyond what is the most important thing in our very lives. And so here, it's very, very important that we see it like this.
whatever. 다 간제 저 semjenje ngone 자주 진짜네. 다 코라 semjen ngone 줘봐 약보 이내라 두부자 이내 디카 랑기 냠래래 켜봐 매버 소구요. 자주 진짜야. 다제 ngone semje 지자 르미 동화체. 다 소소 ngone semjen 임베 좀생기. semjen 임베 좀생기 안에 디 르마다체. 고구요. 맞다. 디 nga라 약보 제다 맞제 디 녀 칼을 녀다 많이 깨자 말이야. semjen 임베 좀생기 르미 동화체.
And so the other main component here is that how sentient beings from their side behave is not important. It's not the issue. So whatever kind of behavior sentient beings engage in, whether it's good or whether it's bad, that's not the issue. It's from our side. From our side, we must never give up on sentient beings. We must never abandon sentient beings or that particular sentient being. And so the reason is, why? Because they are sentient beings. That should be enough for us to sustain.
This semje yimba, ti dewa doje dunga mi dewa yimba, dewa dubye ga topdan yoba dunga se ga topdan yimba da randa ko kunne songa yimba chi.
They are sentient beings. They want happiness. They don't want suffering. They have an equal right to that happiness. They have an equal right to be protected from that suffering. That's enough. That should be enough for me to be able to really benefit and not give up on those sentient beings.
ngaranzo chomjang gang ga re sa 강사 그 쥐바니데 데네 좀더 쥐바를 견주 제와 용초거리 네 강사데 거 짜지 못 지에지 드니 야와체 게지 뭐 말이야 강사게 쥐바를 때네 안에 강사들 막아 왔지 강사들 셈디네 려당에 오다드네 마용와지 답지지.
So one of the biggest issues that we often have is that we do not distinguish between a person and a person's behavior. This is unfortunate, and it's something that we should learn to do, that we can, on the one hand, be critical of the person's behavior and seek to rectify it, but we must always hold the person as precious, and that as so important. That's so important for us to maintain that distinction. 다중은 semje 지자 르미 보았다. 세 다간제 semje 르다네 semje 딩에 된 지금에 된 제주고 말했을때 아니 자주가 셈 동주고 요래. 그 동주고 딩내가 좀 뭐야. 된자 셈게 요바나 동주고 요래. 왔던자. 아니 람 대바치베 전에 비주고 요래. 왔던자. 아니 가서 왔던자. 다 semje 폐회치도 아니 람 셈게네. 아니 semje 공배 줘야지도 아니 군조라 쳐봐서 아 손이 싸발라 좀 봐. 저어서 So this then is to have no kind of discrimination when it comes to acting out of the motivation of the mind of enlightenment, like saying that this person is not doing what I want them to do, therefore I give up on them. That's not an option once you have the vows of the mind of enlightenment on your mind stream. And so it's saying here too that to engage in activities that can be conducive to enhancing the influence of the mind of enlightenment on our mind stream. And this includes anything really that is going to be building up of the true accumulations of merit and wisdom, such as making offerings to the triple gem, etc.
다 군조라 초와 표현의 군조라 초와 고기 외 존재 말을 랑게 초사 디바 장외 제도 안에 초와 표현지 어 초와 표현지 어들
And that, it's understood as well that it's not that necessarily that the triple gem need our offerings, but we from our side need to accumulate the merit that is accrued through making such offerings.
군조 코나조라 안에 지금 튼게다 강가데 튼게 말려와서 개개 용도 대화를 강에 가요 말.
So the triple gem, they have all of the necessary conducive conditions and have eradicated all negative obstacles. So they're fine. They're okay.
그 말. 이는 나란 속에 초사에 나란 속에 소놈 사이에서도 아니 주바편이 신개발자이 뭐이나 신개발자이 뭐 인사 아니 초사다 지금 대중나 신지 안고서 뉴도 용하게 개개세 튼게 주의를 편도 용구요라 어찌자.
But from our side, we need to generate the positive merit of giving and of making offerings to the triple gem, and that because they are an especially potent basis or a field of merit, that by making offerings to the triple gem, we can really accumulate such merit, make gain all the conducive conditions for our practice and to overcome obstacles to our practice.
다 군조선라 초바표는 안 초바표와 때라들 안 초바대 표현에 다 초바대 산생의 초바이 뭐이나 다 가려다 초바표네 안 초바대 가서 초바대 아니 가서 유대나 뭐저바 아니 똑바 파다서 니 되게 섬다는 아니 가서 다다대 가서 아니 초니가게 조그로와 토니가 좋은 거로와 다 군조부터 전담 니가 차도그로와 군조도 전담 니가 초바 차도그로 어디다 초바 뼈바 차죠.
And in terms of offering, of course, when we are making a material offering to the triple gem, and that we also imbue that motivation with the fact that the whole action here it lacks any objective existence, and that it is merely imputed by thought. And in doing so, we are actually adding to both accumulations of merit and wisdom in that one act.
안 다가네 시게 안 초바 표에 대한 저 가서 무엇을 표에 자체보시다 매바 이나야 랑게 뒤숨도 사베 객자 건가 안에 배 남게 칸탄제 안에 캬베 최베 타예바 안에 하다 미 초바 타예발로 파주 안에 랑야 안에 토마 매바네 깨와 그네슬라 요바네 깨와 대다 탐제 랑조 건가 냠도 초바 표에 안에 랑게 타고데 타예베 메게 섬제 탐제 냠도 초바 표에 초바 표할 때는 안에 저 초조 상제의 자주 서바 탐제라 표네 대다 그 두줄에 대화 좀 대외 동바데 대동니스에 이식 계속 대대 공부시와 이나 And so,
along with direct offerings, of course, we can make the mental offerings, then just using the power of our own imagination to visualize that it's not just material offerings that we have, but making offerings from myself and all of the different lives I have had from beginning this time, all the virtues that have been accumulated over that time, and all of the virtues of all the sentient beings over that time. And we are making these offerings to all of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and holy beings of the 10 directions, vast and limitless. And so the offerings that we are making, the entities that we are imagining making those offerings, and the recipients of these offerings are all limitless and countless. So this is a very powerful way of accumulating merit. And again, we're making the offering understanding that it is lacking any objective existence, and it is merely imputed by thought. And in terms of our virtue, the virtues that we have accumulated in the past, the virtue that we are accumulating now, and we can even make an advance offering by offering the future virtue, the virtue that we will accumulate in the future in the course of this practice.
And then what is it? Watch ever, you know, Rangi gets a sort of gets a pet over Pango Mari, Puber started watch it, Puna, and then never what up was a Paguna in a part test and never chat over what in the Mari, Gekta to the Pegor. Gekta, and one, and Puna, you know, Rangi gets a compared over it, so don't Pegor. There's a Pango Chegomara, Pango Mari.
Just a point of to note here is that when we make the offering of our root virtues in this way, it's not that we're running out of our root virtues, that kind of like the stocks will be empty of our root virtues. In fact, by making offerings in this way, we are increasing all of the roots of virtue that we have. They become countless, limitless.
Don't worry. Get you
investment.
It's our
way of thinking. It's our way of thinking.
So Janjuga send the Payune, that Janjuga send the Payune and the Sanjay, because that Janjuga send you. Janjuga send you Jula Janjuga send Jula de Cansa della, College, Javolic, Soa, Nijurgi, and Soata. What in the Kacho to any bear, Gerala Sunjopchi. What I did and a little Parche Shanua, Gagan Yunga, what in the chat. That Della Mimai took two chairs. Because I like that, la minibata, Mima so to know what you get to do it, and never came out to yet. Right, never came out. So like Yakosam Tanga, never came out. And then Kansa Shenji as a Madube, Ringa, Namja, Chanjuga, Semda Tebate, and new to yet. And then Kansa de Yube, Sajos or Nayanda Mugis of Michunshi, Junya, new to Shiva Gia, Takaje, Mugita, the nigger, and nobody the Chicasso, the Jew, nobody get it joy in there, and new to Shidoya. Casa Dini as a Jigdan Hata Jevaki, and a charger, Chebet them to Jua in there.
And so then the benefits of the mind of enlightenment are as follows. It said that the being who has the mind of enlightenment on their mind stream will have double the number of protectors than a wheel-turning king, a Chakravartin king will have. This is a way of saying that there will be fewer obstacles really for such a being. Secondly, that the non-human spirits who are quite vicious and savage are seeking the opportunity to create obstacles and harm will not find that opportunity to harm the person who has the mind of enlightenment on their mind stream. And thirdly, that the persons who fail to be able to accomplish paths through mantra, these can be easily accomplished by the person who has the mind of enlightenment on their mind stream. Then again, for that person who, wherever they are, if they're in a region that is prone to epidemics or famines, these incidents will not occur in that place. Or if they do, they will be quickly dealt with, quickly pacified. And that, and then finally, the benefits of the person who has the mind of enlightenment on their mind stream is that they will be the subject for respect and an object of offering for worldly deities.
Yeah, what is it? Ranjula Janjuga Simpson, the Chikeva, that can I Mambuchi, Tokbata, Namdota, the Rama, Cousin Ranchens in the Shukchabu, you did the Kavato and Namdota, Tokamabu and Tak, Ranchens in the park, Shechens to the Takaja. Shall a penalty to do something to kind make a chat go your mata. kaba tene tapde tote yeah.
And so, logically speaking, too, we can understand that when one really has genuinely the mind of enlightenment on their mind stream and is really sincerely acting according to that motivation, will have far fewer problems, not just in their spiritual life, but in their everyday mundane existence as well, because so many doubts will have been resolved. They must be, and so much discursive, superstitious thinking will have been eradicated. And of course, here it's the implicit in the mind of enlightenment that one is already really combating the self-cherishing, narcissistic attitude and replacing that with the mind which cherishes others. So that in itself is going to alleviate a great deal of this general burden of life.
semjian sujin ba na tong na mitin ba yo ma de semjian sujin ba ina yi du wa tong de ge yo de ana sem de ne de la pemba tu bu ten de ge yo de ta den de yo ge je ta kaba de ne ki bo wa
So wherever we are, whatever sentient being we are with, whatever sentient being we see, we find them precious, we find them appealing. Therefore, the mind which wishes to be of benefit to them, it won't be very far away. And when we have that sort of altruistic attitude in our everyday lives, of course, it's going to make a much more pleasant life, and a life which is really devoid of a lot of difficulties.
가서나 펜바 주부스도 인지미지 무그 펜바 주부 계자 말았다 무그 펜바 주부에 용거다 펜바 주부스도 안에 코랄라 세와트에 코랄라 잠바트에 코랄라 남주 야보트에 코랄라 구샵치에 코랄라 셈예부터네 제 코랄라 펜바 주부에 소소를 구갑지나 거뒤이네 펜바 주부터 딱 다디고 다 좋아 용거로 와야 좋아 용거로 와 안에 펜바 주부터도 좋아 싶은 거래 펜바 주부터도 안에 좋아 싶은 소소 된다 치주 주에 뒤에 뭐 인자
And so, from our point of view, then the benefit is really where it's about, and really to really expand the whole notion of what benefit is for us. It's not simply that we are able to give sentient beings money or something like that will keep them happy, but it's our whole attitude of having increased friendliness, openness, respect, and delight in being able to be in the company of that sentient being, and then really being able to spot very quickly any way of being of benefit to them, because you're in that atmosphere. And of course, from your own side, this ought to bring a sense of really clear delight in our own mind, because we are accomplishing that which is the most important thing for us.
pen cha ba ngo pena ngo tong ke ba homeless ma bu tu ta homeless te zula ta ngui te ju na ya bo re ngui te so ta ngui te ju me na khona ke sha lo se te bu imbe an ka te tu sa an share che ta yong ru ba khona den de ke ja she ke da den de ke sem da ni bo ko zo ko gu to ina de zo den de chi ke mu do.
And so, for example, in maybe with people who are homeless, of course, that if money is what's required and we have it available, we can give them money. But other than that, too, that we have to just really allow them to feel that somebody cares for them, that they really have this sense of closeness, to be friendly. How are you? How are you doing? To share what you have with them. And to allow them to feel that there is somebody out there who really feels that they care for them, and have that sense of closeness with another human being. And that can be a lot more effective, a lot more important.
가서 rewa la de so cha da ko nam ju la ta da zamul le rewa yo ma da rewa la ba so cha de do.
Because a great deal of what's happening for especially people who are really down and out and homeless is that there's a really a hopelessness with regard to life in the world. that's very prominent in their thinking. And so to give them a renewed hope is very, very good.
아니 간장서는 콘도 삼로도 좋았대네. 야 지금 내가 지에다 또 제토에 미 야제토에 때내 용적으로 와. 용적 콘도로 구갑제 째고라. 구갑제게 요마로 와.
And so that the essential first contact is to emphasize the closeness that you have with somebody, that you chat with them, have that kind of friendliness. And you don't know what's going to come out of that. Maybe there will be an opportunity to be able to give them some work or to give them an opportunity of some kind to improve their situation. But one has to develop that sense of closeness, that sense of clear human affection in order for the rest to come out later on.
딱 이제 지금 가서는 저 펜바 줍서도 물 주고 말해 빼내 개모 세세전에 펜바 주고 쇠와 돈에 펜바 주에 타여봐 열어 어떻게
And in short, to understand that benefit is a limitless concept. It isn't confined to relieving somebody's need for money by giving money, but one can just add laughter to a situation, to engage in good conversation and in friendly conversation. There's so many different ways that one can be of benefit in any situation.
준주래서 장주 샘제 주나 계제기 셰송바다 장주 샘제 주나 계제 코여서라다 변냠다는 대신 남제 세세 저자시 직들 하면 집에 찾아 줬어.
And then from the Bodhisattva's way of life, another verse relating to this mind of enlightenment. From the moment pathetic beings trapped in samsara's prison develop bodhicitta, they are given the name children of the Tathagatas.
셰야다 저거서도 딱까지 라마로 소바다 까지도 딱까지 라마로 소바사 구레다 셰게게 치야 준기 우마고와 아니 셰게와 제와라 아니 교바 개바다 다시 셰 교바 가서 셰 아니 개와 제와라다 어디 제다지 가서도 다디 야 제를 교바 개주에 교바 개바다 아니 택진을 주베 장주 세바 아니 셰단게에서 가서 셰단게 민녀바 뭐 아니 학삼 민비에서 요주 제바대 나베 최시 때마다 소베에서 셈제 냠베 주는 보와 아니 가비 최시 때마서 아니 셈제 폐회 주는 아니 라바치고스 라바차오죠.
And then other points relating to the protection of the mind of enlightenment. We should avoid certain very negative attitudes or actions. And the first of these is that we should really avoid deceiving our guru through lies or through making fun or joking and or duping our guru.
다다다 구루사한테 구루자마다 술라 임바이네 셈제 술라 임바이네 중기 우보고에
And indeed, again I say not just one's guru, but indeed anybody to disrespect him in that way is to be avoided. The second of these is that one should not generate regret for virtues done by another, and that thirdly, that one should never disparage those who have entered the Mahayana. And then fourthly, one should really avoid cheating others or acting deceitfully while being insincere.
다만 어디를 전 다가자 다가자 다가비 최초가 다가라 다디 도초서 다가비 최초 다가자 주 메마와자 셈제라 아니 요즘 미제와 요즘 뭐지와자 셈제 콜라 다가저 다가자 지구지에 나빠주에 셈제 진짜로 윤대전에 주에 어떤 나빠주에
And then these are counteracted by four positive actions that we should emphasize. And these are to abandon consciously lying at the cost of life or even as a joke. And then to be honest to all without guile or deceit. And to see all sentient beings as teachers and giving them due praise. And that really causing sentient beings who are maturing under your care to uphold bodhicitta, and that is inspiring all to strive for complete enlightenment.
What did it that I did what did it what did it Hasa mimbe so na be chuchi ta ka be chuchi ta balo so be so ba sa ke pe gyu nam la ba cha wo ta de ta ka sa de wa ta ka ja ju sem compared to it gyu de la kores what it la do na do du na za do ta ja ju sem be ke ni za do job je da nie che shi tu nam 그래서 이제 시주기에서 예바 남남 양마고베 장주스베 도만 남바다 봐서 쏘다 되는데 지시 장주고 봐도 치지 봐도는 수가지 못해서 어디지.
And so in brief, since these are alluded to in the different the actual vows themselves, we should take the 18 root vows and the 46 secondary vows, and to never allow any of them to be tainted, and to really protect these vows, even at the cost of our lives, at the risk of our lives, until we attain the essence of enlightenment itself. And so then, if one hasn't taken these vows, of course, then taken that in a ritual of vows, then these are not relevant to you. But once you have taken the vows, taken the ritual vows, then these are vows that go along with that ritual.
다 간제 저 rob담 제바이나 robrob지 제바나 자동 접제다 다 간제 저 구지 창마상당 어딘데게 다 어딘데 다 간제 저 가서다 다 록다께서나 당 아니 간제 저 장주가 셈예 송토사 말에서는 다셈 shum마는 되는 코 라신게 자동 계주고도 어디 소티를 엔 샤바드가 군지 예바 청거를 군지 시승치 어디 그래서 다 장주 생게 다 자동 계도에 줘봐 자외 동화 계도에라 다 장주가 셈예 송토사 말에 셈제가 되는 죽토사 말에 사바이나 아니 도바 동주고 열와 자동 계주고 열와 도바 송토사 말에스 셈제가 되는 게 죽토고 말에 죽토사 말에 사바이나 당에 셈제가 되는 죽토고 말에 죽토사 말에스 다가 저 죽으면서 왔다 죽으면서 사바이나 왔다 장주 셈 도도 아니 록다께나 어디 다디 냥가 치슈들이 다 디멤버에 샤바디게 될라 아니 고 군지시 창고래 다 군지시 성저 어디죠 군지시 근데 제일 용거래 빠져 제일 용거 좀
And so in terms of the vows, going to say that really the main spirit of the vows is that one should never give up on sentient beings. Never have the thought, that I cannot work for the benefit of that sentient being. I cannot achieve enlightenment for the benefit of that particular sentient being. And that would certainly destroy your bodhicitta. And along with that, holding of wrong view. These are the two standout vows really that one should avoid breaking. And then again, I'm saying that along with them there are 4 constant attitudes that one should maintain.
Yeah, the good dish.
That will come later.
Yeah,
and so we'll leave it there for today.
Yeah, also me mango shabada me gyurin boshina khozun job to gore.
Maybe not so many, so maybe if we go on too long, people will get bored.
What did it? That was the get the goddess Labayina, and the jigger Simjen de Tajikaso Zachamoda, Getchimoji by the Yana Yando Samotaya. That Ran chances the Kyo to Yana Yando Samota. Shen chances what are you to Yana Yando, so that you go, Debe color, and then Samotane. Send Ran chansengi, and Shen chansengi Yunde. 아니 셴제발을 즈발할 때는 아니 된 가라족에 짜치무지 동바샤자 도바데 셴제발을 즈발할 때는 다 사제 고마서 톱도가 땅가 란제발을 즈발할 때는 단단히 하대도 산제 그릴라 가야 켜봐 요말 릭직받지 자래 얘나 양가 단도 될 하야데 가릴 하도 오 셴제증을 하시 란제증을 하샤 산제데 아니 나는 제 만내 받잖아 아니 양다 보자 산제 고마 토베도 셴제받잖아 전 중사我大渐渐这个，给这忙个些些个没都，我大这样不大的，大个人个生活一下，上啥去，大样的样都上不到，哎你，让先结巴是吧，他见的，哎你这个让见这嘛见，先结巴是吧，他见的，哎你这个当那个米不着我在那讲呢，我这里是咱们讲，刚才这个。也这样的，俺大个那些身边是一样的，身边疏通啊，一般呢，我当个身边他们这个三界国嘛周边的。딜라 때는 중국다 딜라 맞대 봐 탑이야 말이 삼삼 강가 짜치 못 쓰네 어때 지금 도도 봐이나 아니 갈리 전에 타고 레서 절레 두고
So what's really of key importance the takeaway kind of thing for today is that really to emphasize the importance of sentient beings, how precious sentient beings are, how important sentient beings are, and that here to really reflect on that again and again and again, and at the same time as really enhancing the importance of others and sentient beings, we have to look into the faults of our own self-cherishing at the same time, and to really reflect on the kind of really massive contrast between those two attitudes, and to see that, look at myself. Here I am still in cyclic existence, still prone to all the usual rubbish and problems of life. Whereas look at the Buddhas who actually looked at this problem of where to place the cherishing. And the Buddhas who cherished others, and they have attained the state of enlightenment. There's this massive difference. I must be able to see that one attitude of self-cherishing is totally debilitating, whereas the other attitude of really cherishing others is the only choice for my own development. And that really to reflect in such a way and for such a time that we gain that sense of absolute conviction in the importance of others, in how precious others are, in how it is important for us that for whoever we see, that this is the first attitude and only attitude that comes up, that this person, this being, is absolutely important, absolutely precious, and I have habituated to the way in which I can be of benefit to them, the best I can be for them. And slowly, we will change our attitude. We need to, the key word here is habituate to this thinking, this reflection, and making sure then that our actions reflect what we are thinking.
다 간제 지금 딩모저 나랑저 남주 내신 다 지금 최망불로 제제 안에 소소 삼로 땅다 교화촌을 맞아 남주 내신 저 드대바이나 아니 거기 교화촌 되게 말해. 거기 교화촌 되게 말해. 즉 배준 도스 맞잖아. 안고 관상선의 배준 제는 제제 그 관상선의 되게 날저 추사바이나 그 레라달라달라달라달라다 줘야지. 안 상도도 들려 잡된 참아 여바 인자 그 공부 탐에도 배도와 연구로 와.
And so from our point of view, we have to understand that we cannot go on as usual, that our usual way of thinking, that, even though we have had many teachings and been to many teachings, that we may not have seen a great deal of change in our thinking. And so this shows a shortage of effort, that we need to place the effort into rectifying our thinking and setting our thoughts on the right path. And that as we go through the effort and we see it becoming, part, integrating that into our habits and our lives and our actions, it does become easier. It does become easier and easier. And because it is backed up by valid reasoning, it can be expanded to a limitless extent.
nga tyoba mendo otila masha bachana gyumzen samlotan kanza sana ane soso ge 검시의 좀제 돌아 중에 좀제 매나 도나 맞게 좀제 요바들 아니 숙장인지 근데 아니 좀제인데 잡된 참아도 민도 잡된 참아도나 아니 들어 또 누가 숙체스 배주 당와이나 간잠소나 안고 레라라라라라라 줘야지.
And so to move away from the general sense of I am happy, I'm not unhappy, I want, I don't want, but really to approach every moment with valid reasoning, and to make this our go-to natural habit of thinking, and to see what the reasoning is behind what we're thinking, what turns up for us, and then to examine the reasoning itself and see, is that a valid way of thinking, a valid reasoning. And the more valid that reasoning is, the more power it has to really change our thinking as well. And to make that sort of like, yes, just the way of, the actual way we approach life. And slowly, we will transform our lives.
좀세 여발 항상 요 말. 좀세 양다고라. 좀세 양다. 좀세 여바다 강가를 좀세를 셔요.
And so reasoning is all very well. Reasoning is not enough, but it has to be valid reasoning, because we can all come up with all kinds of reasoning, but finding the valid reasoning is a different issue.
야, 가서 가서 베베 쉐그래. 파세게라 파세고 좀세 요랬어. 미 빠바 세겐게 부여로 빠바 세겐 빠바 세겐게 불라야 빠바 세고 좀세 쉐요로 콜라 빠바 세겐 빠바 빨라 부고 두자 가셔 빠바 세가 되는 것도 빠바 세겐게 부들라야 빠바 세고 좀세 쉐요래 이나 고 빠바 세와 딱다 말어
So yeah, a child can have a reason for
파세긴 부. 근데 부고 가지 부고 첨부 전에는 빠바세와 되는 용도도 와. 야, 내 빠바세가 그 좀제 걸 셔요래. 얘네야 그 좀제 셔요래. 그 좀제 양다 말아 파세와도 논지로 와.
And so again, they're saying that there's a saying in Tibetan about the child who wants to kill the father can find any reason for killing the father, but of course there is no valid reason for killing a father, because that's a terrible thing to do. That's obviously a terrible thing to do, but they can come up with any kind of reasoning for what they want to do.
what 다가 처벌이 저 어때 딱 아니면 어때 다다다다가 set up 될 가서들 도바샤자 도바다 라마샤자 생게 set up 될 랑이 님가다 님마다 다와 다 set up 했지 랑이 님가 안에 가서들 님들 빼마다 제대 님만 다외대 고바시 안에들 제한다는 빠데자벨라 뭐를 다기 님가 빼면다 그래 구수도 무르 자도 수수대자 담배 가서 배 니배 가서 쇼 수배 가서 때도 쇼나 산제 고마마도 봐도 안다 아니 제수 송송 선자 가고
So bring our attention to the figure of the Guru Maninja Vajradhara on our crown. And now we set up our invitation seat at our heart center of the lotus, sun and moon disc mandala with the upturned 8-petaled lotus. And we recite the invocation verse, "O glorious and precious Guru, come take your lotus and moon seat placed there at my heart. Keep me safe in your kindness. Bestow on me the attainments of your body, speech, and mind." And at the end of the first recitation of that verse, the Guru starts to move down through our crown, through our central channel. At the end of the second recitation, arrives at our seat prepared at our heart center. And at the end of the third recitation, we have the conviction that the Buddha will remain with us there until we attain the state of enlightenment.
안데라데 빼마답제 마좀 남지 닝내단세 디기 다 간들 가서 도지 가고 생각하지게 왔다 된다잖아 왔다 내 유에 저것들 요바지 겐데게 되는 고마시 타고도 아니 가서라다 그래 또 배청가 어머니모니 마음으로서 어머니모스들이 숨고 거되겠지 아니 대샴들라 기들라 아니 저 가서도 딱가자저 엄마 알아봐서 나티티티티티티티티시가 거되겠지 대샴들라 딱가자저 나고잖아 아니 때대가 엄마 예다마 해도 저에 따다가다 해도 마샤만에 소소 어떻게 되지 고마시 아니 디 나라 아니 닝 요소 아니 and the Lama Shaja Singate, till Kule, we say Trene, and a Rangi Chibone, Kantika Pala, we say Trene, and a Rangi that Yudo Sanje Komatobe, Chin Nang Sansunge, and it was a Gagan Tamje shit, Tunja Maluba Chungsu, some such.
And that, and then with the lotus folding over to enfold, cover the figure of the Buddha at our heart center, and this is sealed at the apex by a 5-pronged white mantra, and then surrounded by first of all, in a clockwise direction, the name mantra for Shakyamuni Buddha, then the mantra of Manjushri, the wisdom mantra in an anti-clockwise direction, and finally the mantra of dependent arising, circling in a clockwise direction. And this then sets off the streaming of light from within the enfolded petals, which stream out and into every cell and atom of our bodies, from their crown to our toes. And this completely dissolves and eradicates any kind of obstacle or obstruction to our being able to quickly attain the state of enlightenment itself. That include both the external, internal, and secret obstacles that we need to overcome. And these are completely eradicated. Have that sense of conviction.
다가네 시게 중식 많이 받아 다가네 자롱 틸레게는 교연 잡았던데 잔냥 받아 아니 지금 가봐다 샤르와다 아니 틸레 냥 받아라서 다 교연 가리네 되게 그가 아니 교연 다네 아니 되게 그가 수수춘 그가 수바 잡수 삼사자 아니 다가네 신게 아니 개바도야 다 간자 지금 뉴도 산제 공발라 아니 탐에게 나시도 교연 치슈인 봐서 탐에 나시 교연 탐제 장네 가나트제 다바람 잡아시 차도가 중수 삼사자
And that the four elements within our mind body are equalized, that the winds, drops, and the channels are again how do you say, equalized as well, and rendered pliable to our practice. And that in particular the greatest obstacle to our quickly attaining the state of enlightenment, that view of ordinary appearance is now transformed and into seeing all our reality with pure vision.
아니 소소 시도 저 롱의 년龄이 제가 라마샤야선의 꾸들 현지적인 소소 류의 라마샤야선의 꾸를 조소선 소소 시도 저 샘의 년龄 제가 라마샤야선의 투들 현지적인 제가 소소 샘의 라마샤야선의 투를 조 장게 룽아 요소다 라마샤야선의 구조도 뭐 예매 차수 섬나죠.
And then through the combination of our own most subtle wind with the body of the Buddha, our own body transforms into the enlightened body of the Buddha. Then through the combination of our own most subtle mind acting as the substantial cause, with the mind of the Buddha acting as the cooperative conditions, our own mind is transformed into the enlightened mind of the Buddha. And so that now we see ourselves as indivisible, our body, speech, and mind as indivisible from the mind, body, speech, and mind of the Buddha.
아니 가서다 다베시도 교수 삼다자 다 라마샤자생의 꾸를 주고 두갈래 왜세 빠도 매바 트는 아니 감성제 심제 탐자를 파발 때는 감성제 심제 탐자자 라마샤자생의 구소도는 거 예매 조수 내디야 라마샤자생의 다 시작한 교수 썼고마셔.
And then our place also is transformed into a pure realm. Now, as that Buddha, we send out countless rays of light to all the sentient beings in all the 6 realms. And as the light enters into them, they spontaneously arise as fully enlightened Buddhas. And the place is completely eradicated of all fault and transformed into pure realms also.
다다다 제가서데 심제탄자 라마샤자생의 꾸를 주바다 아니 제 가서데 다 간자 제 안데주베치도 랑이 개와 주바 안데 소소다 제바가 아니 유대마도 또왜 파다 잠래 삼삼다.
And that this attainment of the state of enlightenment, the virtue that has been accrued in order to attain that state, and indeed all of the sentient beings, and which based on those sentient beings that were involved, are all lacking any objective existence and merely imputed by thought.
보다디 대화 동바데 대도니스의 시켜서 섬사죠.
And from that arises bliss, and then there's the bliss combining with voidness, and we abide in the wisdom of non-dual bliss and voidness.
다다도 모두 매번 이제 다서 다 미국 제가 싸우는 문제다 거봐 이내야 다다디 제가 문제 그러는데 용의 규를 주어 쇼스 뭐지.
And of course, we know we are engaging in all this now at the level of just ordinary imagination. Of course, it's not made real for us at all. However, we make a sincere dedication that it will quickly be truly manifest for us. So let's do our Lamrim dedication prayer. From my two collections, vastest space that I have amassed.